Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. We are in a much better spot, Texas basketball community, as Chris Beard gets his signature win on Big Monday over the Kansas Jayhawks, a top 10 team in the country. And I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts coming out of that. I know we had a lot of prep on the Twitter Spaces, and we did a post game Twitter. Did some pregame stuff with Brad Kellner. Go check out my man BK on his channel. I actually did that on his channel before the game, getting ready. But coming out of it now, just with a couple days for everything to just really sit with me. This was such a big win for this school. So I'm gonna break everything down. Shout out to our sponsor, BUSR, busr.com/fanatic. Super Bowl is this week, as you guys see on our trailer that we had coming into this video. $250 giveaway that we're doing if you take advantage of the LVI20 promo code. Bet $1, get $10 for every touchdown scored in the Super Bowl. Landing page is going to look, where is that? Landing page is going to look like this. So take advantage, Super Bowl 56. I'm going to have a video coming out as well with all the some of my favorite prop bets that are going on. But shout out to BUSR. They're taking care of us. A lot of people are going to be betting on, squares, all sorts of stuff. Might as well do something with us. Have an opportunity to win $250 if you take advantage of that promo code on the busr.com/fanatic site. Now, on to Texas basketball. I thought one of the biggest keys I needed to see from this basketball team, we know how good they are defensively and how they're, amongst the leaders in the country of holding their opponents well under 60 points a game, coming into the game 17-0 when we hold opponents under 60 points. But we haven't been able to win those basketball games and when it starts to get in the 60s, when it starts to get in the 70s, and some of the higher paced college basketball games that we see across the country. Texas is so good at slowing down the pace, so good at holding things at bay. We've been frustrated with that. That's something I expected to see, based upon how Chris Beard has coached in the past, specifically at Texas Tech. And to see them hang with Kansas, if you told me that we would only hit 3 threes, if you had told me that Kansas would still score 76, their season average is 81. So only holding them down really 5 points from their average, and that we win the basketball game. I mean, this team's ability to adjust is why they have the potential to have a very special March. The potential, because, we can talk about, the lack of run jump athleticism. We can talk about the lack of a true quote unquote point guard or ball handler. But what this team does have is a lot of guys who can defend, guys who are now connecting, guys with experience, and quite frankly, a lot of guys that can score in different ways. It's just getting that collectively together and playing with better pace. They did that against Kansas. Now, Kansas, one of the things we pointed out, and those of you especially listening in Twitter Spaces, they didn't have a good, strong front line. Styles make fights. That was not a good matchup for Kansas defensively. And I knew, especially with some of the zone stuff they do, outside of David McCormick, they really don't have anybody on the interior that could bang with our guys. But here's what I needed to see from Texas, and they showed it. Can we be aggressive on the interior and get going and get to the cup and challenge those bigs? Challenging a McCormick, challenging a Mitch Lightfoot, who's working on his, second master's degree there at Kansas and is about to be in the border regions with how long he's been there. It's impressive to see them make that adjustment. Trey Mitchell getting going early. I know a lot of people frustrated with the threes and stuff like that from the perimeter, but 8 free throw attempts. He goes 8 for 8 in the first half. Huge. This team shooting 23 free throws is huge for us. Just a week ago, we were at Tech, no aggressiveness, shooting the basketball from Wyoming. You guys saw that in my live conversation we did with everybody after that game. Night and day. Chris Beard allowing some free-flowing stuff. I think the Iowa State game was huge for guys like Marcus Carr and not Timmy Allen. I'll get to Timmy Allen here in a second. But Andrew Jones, just getting them going offensively. And did they shoot with spectacular fashion? No. It seemed like the threes we did hit were almost some of the miraculous fashion if you consider the Marcus Carr buzzer beater at halftime and the Trey Mitchell bank three at the end of the game, which was huge. Um, but our heroes in this game, as much as I'm talking about people getting going, when we needed it, and this is why it's important to pay attention to for Texas, you still can hang your hat defensively in certain key situations or possessions. That's huge, right? You're not going to hold everybody, especially the really, really good high-level basketball teams where, in this case with Kansas with Christian Braun and Ochai Abaji and even Jalen Wilson, some of the things he did early, even though we kind of, put that out, they can score is the point. Some of the other teams in Baylor, when they're healthy, Baylor can score. So you're going to have to be able to maintain pace, score with those teams, but still hang your hat defensively in certain situations. Texas did exactly that. And they got their bigs going early. Bishop going early, Trey Mitchell going early. That's the key to success. Now, our heroes, Timmy Allen, as well as Courtney Ramey. I'll start with Courtney Ramey because he's been on a journey here at Texas. And the young man, 39 minutes, yeoman's effort defensively on Abaji, who in my opinion is the Big 12 probably player of the year, and to hold him to 11 points, to really negate looks, deny at the end of the game, not even giving him opportunities. That's a culture shift that you're seeing under Chris Beard happening. That's a culture shift because we haven't seen that in the past. Just the overall effort and sacrifice. That's probably the biggest thing I hit on before the season started in terms of questions I had. What these guys all coming together that have averaged double digits in their career and have been primary scorers, what are they willing to sacrifice for the betterment of the team? What are they willing to sacrifice for the betterment of this program? Chris Beard is almost approaching this program like a startup with the type of energy he has and some of the crazy ideas he's doing involving the fan base, specifically the students. That's the type of energy this basketball program has needed for years, and we're getting that with Chris Beard. And now you're seeing it translate and permeate within the program. Marcus Carr, the assist that he had to Timmy Allen, who's our second hero, right? And Timmy Allen, who not only hits the game winner, but was cooking from mid-range all game long, as if he was Adrian Dantley or Alex English back in the 80s. I mean, he has such an old man game, but it's a game that is when he's rolling and he's assertive. We talk about Timmy Allen as somebody who's pretty much the initiator offensively, especially in our half-court offense, as a passer. But the aggressiveness Timmy Allen showed scoring-wise, automatic from mid-range, getting to his spots, not allowing double teams to just allow him to go crazy the way it happened at Tech, where he's scoreless in the first half, or Iowa State, where there's turnover issues. I love the way Timmy Allen played today. That's the effort we need. Jay Bilas hit a lot on moving without the basketball, but going forward, regardless of if it's Baylor or Tech in the rematch, Timmy Allen's going to have to look to get his own offense first, in my opinion, with and without the basketball. And as the defense collapses, get everybody else involved and work through your bigs like Trey Mitchell. So I think at all three levels, whether it's Marcus Carr and Andrew Jones, Courtney Ramey, in that mid-tier with guys like Timmy Allen, and the down low with Trey Mitchell and Christian Bishop, this team is coming together. This program is coming together. I'm in here because, it's funny, a lot of Texas fans commenting about us storming the court. I loved it. That's the energy you need. We're not a basketball blue blood. We're not, this has been, quite frankly, and, there's been a lot of apathy towards the basketball program. So to have this type of energy, you want to create FOMO amongst the kids, right? We want to be there. Look at how many phones, look how many people are recording in this still I have up here with the fans celebrating with Timmy Allen after Chris Beard's first signature victory here at Texas. That's how you build a basketball program. That's how you develop momentum of, I got to be there at Moody Center next year when this team comes to play their must-see event. This is going to be live, right? Now, Chris Beard, they got to do, I'd still like to see him pick up the pace a little bit, and let these players have fun, because they definitely had fun against Kansas. We understand the matchup predicates what will happen as well. But I couldn't be more excited about what I saw. Storming the court in this and under these conditions, absolutely 100% with it, right? There's going to be a lot of conversation about Texas football rushing the field if they pull off what have you against Alabama. My thing is this: don't be the fun police with these kids. We're trying to create energy. We've talked about apathy within the basketball program. We haven't had a big win at home within the football program at that level. Let those kids have fun. That's going to be my energy. We'll talk more on the football side later, but on the basketball side, definitely storm the court. I love it. Like I said, you're approaching this like you're a startup, knew everything. So even down to roster, how this roster is assembled. Fight doesn't end. Joe Lunardi has us, I believe, now in the 4-ish seating in the bracket of his latest bracketology. We go to Waco on Saturday, 11 a.m. tip-off, and we got to be on point. So far, since the gauntlet started, starting with the Rick Barnes very emotional game with Tennessee, we're 3-1 down that stretch. Second half against Iowa State, this whole game against Kansas, we're scoring the basketball now, starting to pick that up. So this team's coming together at the right time, 18-6 overall, sitting in that 3-4 hole right now in the Big 12. We're in a good spot and a very, very good conference. And I couldn't be more excited for what I've seen recently, because I had some I've been skeptical. You can see all the content I've made about Texas basketball, but to see this uptick recently, this is very, very promising. And I'm seeing that Chris Beard can adjust style of play when he needs to have his team keep up with these type of teams, especially when you see them gelling. Guys, hit up BUSR. Take advantage of those Super Bowl props. BUSR.com/fanatic, doing a $250 giveaway for anybody that hits that LVI20 promo code. I appreciate everybody. Also, subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel. That is paramount. Subscribe, like the video. Anything you can do to help support us, grow this platform, provide you guys more content. I'll have a Super Bowl kind of, little video coming with some prop bets that folks can take advantage of, or if you want to do some fun bets with your friends. I appreciate y'all. Remember, horns always up.